Now you might be wondering, what is a genetically modified organism? They are experimental plants or animals that have been genetically engineered in a laboratory with DNA from other plants, animals, bacteria, and viruses.
In order for food to be considered organic, it must be free from all genetically modified organisms, grown without pesticides, and must not contain antibiotics or other drugs.
In this presentation, you'll learn how eating organic favors the environment, supports the economy, and benefits the health of our population. Conventional farming is detrimental for environmental sustainability. 40% of the world's soil is depleted due to erosion, nutrient depletion, and salinization. The pesticides used enter the soil and cause harmful pollution. Organic farming, however, takes an environmentally conscious approach to growing plants by using natural fertilizers to preserve the soil. When pesticides are applied to soil, the residue eventually ends up in bodies of water. This causes algae and cyanobacteria to increase drastically, which creates severe oxygen depletion in the water. This poses a serious threat to aquatic plants and animal habitats. Not only are aquatic animals affected, but non-target organisms are impacted as well. For example, BT corn is genetically modified to prevent the growth of milkweed. Milkweed is crucial for the survival of monarch butterflies, and without milkweed, the monarch butterfly would cease to exist.
Buying organic plays a positive role in terms of the economy. Instead of using synthetic fertilizers and pesticides, farmers use methods involving physical labor to control pests and take care of their crops. To do this, they must employ workers, creating jobs in turn benefiting the economy. Even though organic food is considered superior in Western countries, some may argue that in developing countries such as Africa, introducing GMOs could be beneficial. Since fresh food may be rare and hard to grow, the use of GMOs could help to yield a large amount of produce without many resources, and would in turn help to fight malnutrition in these countries. The major drawback of eating organic food for many people is the price. The choice comes down to the individual. Is the extra money worth it to be able to eat GMO-free food? Although organic may be expensive now, this price is directly related to the transportation, marketing, and handling of such a small amount of product. If demand for organic produce were to increase, it is predicted that there would be a reduction in price.
There is this deliberate veil, this curtain that's dropped between us and where our food is coming from. The industry doesn't want you to know the truth about what you're eating, because if you knew, you might not want to eat it.
Recently, there has been concern around the health risks of genetically modified crops and the long-term effects they may produce. GMO ingredients are found in 80% of packaged foods in the US, showing that GMOs are becoming more prominent in the food we consume daily. Organic foods, in turn, have several nutritional benefits that are favorable for human consumption. According to a study, organic produce contains higher cancer-fighting antioxidants called flavonoids than produce where pesticides have been used on crops. Conventional food is therefore lacking antioxidants essential to protect the human body from possible illness and disease. Therefore, support for organic agriculture can be seen as support for human health.
If you follow the food chain back from those shrink-wrapped packages of meat, you find a very different reality. The reality is a factory. It's not a farm, it's a factory. That meat is being processed by huge multinational corporations that have very little to do with ranches and farmers.
Now our food is coming from enormous assembly lines where the animals and the workers are being abused. And the food has become much more dangerous in ways that are being deliberately hidden from us.
You've got a small group of multinational corporations who control the entire food system. From seed to the supermarket, they're gaining control of food.
In conventional farming, additives, antibiotics, and hormones end up in meat and dairy products when animals are given antibiotics and growth hormones to prevent disease and spur growth. This has raised long-term health concerns for humans, including high risks of prostate and breast cancer. Eating food that has been genetically altered unquestionably falls short. In conclusion, the uncertainty of the danger of genetically modified foods potentially poses a huge risk to humans and their health. Organic food is deemed superior as it eliminates these risks while also benefiting the environment and the economy.
Although the price of organic food may deter people away from choosing organic, the positives to eating organically far outweigh the negatives of genetically modified foods. By educating the population on the foods they are consuming and the effects of these products on the environment, economy, and health may in turn drive people towards eating organically grown food.